I want to talk about passion today. So, in May of 2022, I graduated with a bachelor's in cybersecurity. Now, quite frankly, throughout those 4 years I was there, I started to hate what I was doing. Really. It's crazy that college can make you hate what you're doing, right? I mean, let's think about it. If you're going at 18, you're probably away from your parents for the first time and you're staying up late at night writing reports, or you might not be writing reports at all. You might just be enjoying college or your first bit of independence. And eventually, if you get through the program, not everyone does, and that's a-okay. College is not for everyone, but once you get through, by the end of the program, you've pretty much eat, breathed, and slept on your study the whole time, right? And I think this factor really, really made me despise cybersecurity, right? Like, here I am doing big assignments, right? And the painful thing is some of it just does not apply to the real world. And in fact, gen eds are probably one of the worst parts of college to me, because you would think in my senior year I'd be happy to be doing ceramics, but the reality was I needed an art credit, and I did not want to sit there and study art history, learn to draw, or take a class where I'm taking pictures of railroads, because frankly that's what I'd be doing, right? Not everyone who takes photography takes pictures of railroads, but it's not for me, right? And I took ceramics, and class was about I forget, it was, I think it took up 2 to 3 hours every day. And here I am stressed about those 2 to 3 hours, because I'm sitting here thinking, boy, I gotta write my 300-page final and my well-researched research paper. I don't want to be doing ceramics in my senior year, Maybe this would have been a freshman year thing, but for whatever reason, I was required an art credit, right? And it's draining. That kind of thing is really draining in college. And aside from the gen eds, the cybersecurity classes I was taking were very stressful. They were. I mean, you just heard me explain having to make a 300-page paper. I'm sure there are philosophy majors that need to make longer, but still, everyone has their own demons, and there's a lot, And what I realized is college made me hate what I did, right? But you would think that I would turn around and do something else, right? That's what most people would think after hating what they do in college. But that's just what college breeds, because I ended up going on a 7-month job search, because I mean, frankly, I didn't do much networking in college. I was so burnt out that I just decided to stream on Twitch for a bit. I look back at it now and I say, yeah, I was a Twitch streamer. I also call it a gap in employment history. I mean, COVID was, it was very, frankly, profitable to be a Twitch streamer. Just about a lot of people could make it, right? Because everyone was inside. Eventually it lost its charm, as most repetitive tasks may do if you're not 1000% there. And yeah, I was not 1000% there, and that's okay. But without networking in college, it took me longer to find a job. So in that time, I actually decided to learn cybersecurity on my own. And what I found is it's actually so much more fun to learn things on your own than it is when you're being held to at a program. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that college should not be used just for learning, but for networking and for gaining an experience in life, And really, once I learned to be passionate about cybersecurity on my own, things felt easier for me. Sure, I was struggling to find a job, but I didn't know how to sell myself, you know? For context, a lot of people will say that there are many available cybersecurity jobs, and they should be saying that with an asterisk, because there are a lot of cybersecurity jobs, but they are looking for qualified professionals. And it's hard to sell a kid right out of college pursuing a career in cybersecurity, where all they have to their name is a cybersecurity degree. And maybe the projects in college were not geared towards the position you're seeking after. And here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about college, right? All a degree really proves, a bachelor's degree at least. I can't really speak for masters or doctorates because I didn't pursue that, right? But in the case of a bachelor's degree, all it really proved was that I can be reliable, I can stick to something, and I mean, look, I put my GPA on my resume and not even that mattered. I wasn't even asked about that, you know? Because really what employers were looking for was passion and drive, willingness to learn. I didn't come around to that until I learned on my own. What's crazy to me is I used to despise the Linux operating system, right? Because I took a class in Linux and it was required. And just imagine a teacher teaching you Minecraft commands all day, right? Because that's really all it was. Like I'm saying, here's how /TPA, here's /seed, here's /kill, here's /op, here is oh, I don't know, ping. Not even /ping works. I'm sure that was an actual command they taught in Linux class, but that's all it was. It was boring. It made me hate Linux, right? Why would I want to learn a technical operating system like that? And really, once I learned Linux on my own, here I am, way out of college, like the beginning of 2023. I think I posted the article in... No, it was not the beginning, it was the mid. I posted an article talking about Linux distribution and how I took my old college laptop and turned it into that machine. And to this day, I'm tinkering with it. I just won't shut up about Linux. And that is really because I learned it on my own. And doing that, it brought the magic back. It brought the passion that I was supposed to have for cybersecurity. And I know it's not directly related to cybersecurity, but it brought back what I was supposed to learn and feel passionate about in college by learning it on my own. And ultimately, you do not need to do what your degree dictates, right? I mean, I could be a economics major and decide, you know what? I want to make the entire street smell like cinnamon donuts every morning. I want to open up my bake shop. Who needs economics? Maybe this will help me with my finances. But I mean, that's not, I guess it's not even the same thing as accounting, right? I know trends. I'm going to make trendy donuts. See, that's more aligned with economics, I think. If you're really in college, do your best to network, because that should be, I wish teachers told me, like, you don't go to college for the degree. I mean, yeah, that's, to me, the degree is 50% of it. And I do say 50% because the other 50% should be the networking. I mean, I guess I'd be dividing it in quarters at this point, but the networking, the life experience you get, like, just learning to meet new and become friends with new people. That's huge. Learning to get involved and learning to find what you're really passionate about ultimately is what college is, even if it's not to your degree. And it's okay if it's not to your degree. It's my own experience, at least. Just don't ever feel deflated if you feel that it's not working out, because college is not for everybody. And that's okay. I mean, look at this dropout right here. No, I'm kidding. It must have heard me. Oh, is he summoning Herobrine? Look, you know I was kidding, right? Zach, you know I was kidding, right? He's probably upset. But hopefully you got something from this. Take care of yourselves.